What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back here with another video. And today, rather than continuing the series in the AFC South, I wanted to give y'all a little treat. Eagles fans, you know what time it is. 7-round mock draft. So if you guys are new, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Having new mocks every single week and more team-based mocks all the time. It's going to be 7 rounds. I actually did one the other night with my buddy. My best friend is an Eagles fan. So I have him chirping in my ear all the damn time about the team and all the news. And I wish I recorded it because it was a badass draft. Now, this is live because, again, TDN, you can't just mock one thing and then do it all over the exact same because that's a whole entire point of a random simulator. So this is going to be fun. We're going to try our best. We're going to just do this as well as possible. Let's kick some ass. Let's start this off. Of course, if you guys are new, feel free to give your feedback in the comment section below because that is fun. And of course, it screws me in the ass because I wanted KT desperately. Now, let's talk about positions of need here. I'm looking at corner because Steven Nelson probably going to be gone. Safety because McLeod and Anthony Harris are both up for contracts, and they probably aren't going to return to a team that, well, they're getting the number 6 overall pick with their record. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the Dolphins pick, which is great for us because we can actually select who we want at this point. Checking where our next pick is at 13, I think that the top 3 positions of need are probably going to be corner, safety, and edge. You could talk about quarterback because Jalen Hurts not putting y'all over the edge. It's a little bit rough, but we'll see other options. I think there are some really good ones. Definitely not worth the number 2 overall pick. However, at this spot, I got a couple dudes I want to look at. I want to look at Derek Stingley because, of course, he is the most talented corner in the class. I do think at our number 16 spot, we could still get a high-end corner like a Sauce Gardner. I want to see where they have him ranked right now. Yeah, number 12. I'm looking at teams that might draft a corner. You look at the Jets, they could certainly do so. I know that they will probably draft at least one. The Texans could certainly. I mean, the Patriots, I don't think the Patriots do in this. I think they go after a wide receiver. Of course, you know, they make some crazy, stupid picks anyway. So who the hell am I to say that I can actually predict it? But we could potentially lose out on a corner or two. And they have Andrew Booth ranked highly. So that might benefit us in the long run because I think Sauce Gardner is a perfect fit. And same thing with Kaiir Elam. I have them above Andrew Booth, but, you know, TDN's going to TDN. That's the way it rocks. Safety is a big drop off after Kyle Hamilton. That's with me loving Jordan Battle and Jalen Catalon, even Daxton Hill and Jaquan Brisker. I love all these guys. Linebacker, obviously, we're not going to talk about that. But edge, I want to talk about this. Aiden Hutchinson at 2. Y'all will go ballistic. I already know that's going to come. I already know. It's going to go ballistic. We're probably going to go Kyle Hamilton with this pick. Just think about Aiden Hutchinson for a second, though. BG up for a contract, getting old, injured. Derek Barnett up for a contract, probably going to go elsewhere. Josh Sweat is going to be like one of our dudes who's starting. He just got a new contract. Ryan Kerrigan's pretty much the next best bet. And Milton Williams could be like rotational in there as well. Aiden Hutchinson, if we have the 4th pick or the 5th pick and Kyle Hamilton is gone, please just be open to it. Really do. Just be open to it. Aiden Hutchinson, he's a freak. George Karlaftis as well is an absolute monster. But I'm honestly going to be perfectly fine in like the 2nd round if we're able to draft a guy like Kingsley Enagbare. Yes, linebacker's a big need, but this class is a weird one. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. This is going to be Kyle Hamilton, though. I think that you need to look for game-breaking players. Safety at number 2 overall sounds absolutely ridiculous. I 100% understand. But this guy is a unique build. He's 6'4". He has crazy IQ flashes. He is very lengthy, and he has some really good speed. There's a lot to like about Kyle. He got torched one time for a touchdown just because he turned the wrong way because Desmond Ridder, if I'm not mistaken, threw the ball in the wrong spot. Desmond Ridder threw a bad ball, and Kyle Hamilton reacted as if it was going to be a good ball. So I don't think that that's exactly going to be an issue. Kyle Hamilton has the most upside. He's somebody that you can play anywhere in that safety group. I think you can play free safety as well. Don't know why you would play him there, but I just think that that's the best option. We could go Brandon Joseph in the 2nd, though. I'm going to go Kyle Hamilton. We got to have, of course, all the sounds coming in here with the good old trade simulator. We're not doing that because that is completely BS. Of course, if you guys are new, we don't do trades. You know why? Because stupid stuff like that cannot happen again, because if I do this mock all over again, I'd never get that same trade. So out of fairness, we're not going to be doing that. Number 6 overall, I'm certainly going to be looking still. I mean, if Aiden Hutchinson were here, I'd take Aiden Hutchinson. I think this is a good spot to take a guy like Kaiir Elam. You could, of course, look at a quarterback. Tell me if y'all want to do that, because I'm easily willing to make another Eagles mock draft. These are fun for me. You guys have a lot of picks, so this is going to be a nice long video for y'all. But personally, I think that going after a guy like Kaiir Elam here would be a really good option. You know, edge is something that we need, but edge is really deep. Linebacker is something we really need. Linebacker's not worth it. So free agency could be probably the best option there. Of course, if we're at number 13, there's no edges that I'm comfortable with on the board, I will look at a quarterback. Shoot me, hate me, do whatever the hell you want. That's something that if I don't feel like there's good enough edge depth right there, I'm looking at quarterback. And I'm still looking at quarterback right here at Malik Willis. And I'm like, ooh, that's really good. I'm not going to go corner again. Karlaftis, y'all got to understand how good George Karlaftis is. If he stays healthy, which I know is a huge problem in Philadelphia, for some reason, y'all can't keep anybody healthy. This dude is worth a top 5 pick. There are teams triple teaming him. He is a Big Ten edge rusher getting triple teamed. He is the best player on Purdue by a long shot. He's a freak of nature. He had 20 tackles for loss as a freshman, and he's back to that form now. He's unbelievable, and he deserves all the credit in the world. He is blazing fast, has a great toolbox. This dude is probably the guy I'm going to draft right now. However, there is one guy who I want to mention here. Tyler Linderbaum, that's another dude I'd feel really comfy with taking. You know, Landon Dickerson could be the option at center for the long term, or he could be a guard. I know Landon Dickerson's also a lot taller, or a lot bigger. He's not going to be 290 like Tyler Linderbaum here. Don't think Tyler Linderbaum exactly fits what you guys are looking for with a very light center. You guys, of course, feel free to correct me. You guys are the super fans. That's why I learned from y'all. I'm not going to take him, though. I'm not. We're going to go George Karlaftis here. I think it's the best value. Y'all can call me crazy. I respect it. But George Karlaftis has that game-wrecking ability. You have 3 game wreckers here. You have Kaiir Elam, who is a freak at the corner position. You have, of course, Kyle Hamilton, and then George Karlaftis as well. By the way, look, honestly, if I were in this situation and a team was offering the number 22 overall pick for this, I'd take it any day. That's why I don't take it, because it just is BS. Right there, we would have taken Tyler Linderbaum. Yes, we would have. So crazier things can happen, but still, I'm just seeing where on earth Malik Willis went. He went to the Panthers. Honestly, that's not a bad spot. Legit out. Oh, why didn't Nakobe Dean and Christian Harris go right there? Oh, that y'all killing me. So that's where I wanted to go. I was hoping Nakobe Dean would fall. Brandon Smith's still here. We could look at another safety. I'm not going to. Y'all go ballistic, and I respect that. Quarterback, not going to choose Carson Strong. I mean, you're just not getting an upgrade immediately. Brandon Smith out of Penn State, 4.3, 840 out of high school. Guy put on some muscle. There's a lot to like about what Brandon Smith brings to the table. He's just an all-around dude, and he's really good in coverage. I think that he's probably going to be your best option. And I am discounting Mike Jones Jr., saying that he's going to go back. He's not even playing at the moment. And then, of course, you could talk about, I'm bugging on his name, Henry Teoteo probably will be going back as well. He's just having a lot of missed tackles. His draft stock's probably a little low, and he could benefit a lot from being the number 1 linebacker. And I hope we have a new mic, by the way. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's, I'll show it to y'all. It's right here. It's the Blue Yeti Blackout Edition with a pop filter. It is phenomenal. I don't know if you guys can hear the computer fan going off. It's going crazy. So if you guys can't, I love it. I absolutely love this mic. So if you guys are looking for a high-end mic that can just give you everything that you guys are looking for, I'm not sponsored nor an affiliate. This thing is just, it is amazing. At this spot, though, we got to look at some options. Let's see who's on the board. Brandon Joseph's still on the board, y'all. I'm just saying I'm probably going to take him. We're losing 2 safeties. You got one. Brandon Joseph can fit a free safety role really well. I had him above Kyle Hamilton when he shed off when he was 20 pounds lighter. He, in my opinion, was the new Ed Reed. Yes, you heard that correctly. The new Ed Reed at 180 pounds. He's up to 200. I'm glad that he's not actually up to 200. He was trying to bulk up to 200. But, dude, this guy, if he sheds off a little bit of weight, it'll be a bit light. But, damn, he is good. So, looking at other guys who we could take here, honestly, I would look at Travis Jones as an option, but you guys already have an athletic freak. He's like, what, 300 pounds, 325 at 13% body fat. Like, come on, dude. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous body composition. Another guy, Daniel Faalele. He's another guy who you can potentially have as like an understudy to, you could play my guard, to be honest. You know, that could be a good option, but you're going to have him as an understudy to Lane Johnson. I'm going to go Brandon Joseph here. You guys will say, why do we need 2 safeties? Because you're losing 2. You know, capiche? And plus, Brandon Joseph, you got to go best player available. Again, you guys can, of course, get dudes in free agency, but I don't think the offense is really the problem. Health on the offense might become a problem, but wide receiver wise, I have a guy who I might want to draft if we have a 4th round pick. His name's Jalen Tolbert. If he falls to us, I'd probably look to him. This dude is an absolute monster. I don't know if we actually have a 4th round pick. If you guys could remind me where that 4th went, that'd be wonderful. But he's 6'3", and there he goes. He's actually going to a really good team. But he is so damn good. He makes up for a terrible quarterback. And it's just embarrassing when I watch how terrible that quarterback situation is for him just to make it look like he's just a standard wide receiver. He's really, really good. Big fan of him. At this spot, though, I'd still be looking for a bigger wide receiver on the outside. That's why I'm going to be probably waiting to the later rounds to get Justin Shorter. I'm a big fan of what he could bring to the table. Xavier Hutchinson is another dude who, if we have, I think we have a 5th round pick as well. That's the guy who I'm going to be targeting probably there. Justin Ross, I mean, he's just a little bit thin, but Justin Ross is Justin Ross. Regardless, I would still be checking out the quarterbacks here. Spencer Rattler's going to return. There's no reason to be thinking that he's going to stay in this draft situation. I was looking honestly to see if Tanner McKee was on the board because I would 100% pull the trigger on him. And I'm just seeing where he went because that Tanner McKee to the Broncos, that'd be a good. That's nice. Good to the Broncos, by the way, for doing that in this draft. I would be looking still for dudes on the interior of the offensive line to get an eventual guard replacement. There's just not anybody who I feel really comfortable with right now. Even Deitch is pretty, he's not what I'm looking for. Wide receiver, definitely a place I want to look at. Just it's hard to choose a guy right here. So let's see who's the best player overall on the board. Oh, wow. We want to go two edges right here because we are losing 2 as well. Because this guy is, I'd take him in the 2nd round. That's how good he is. Also, I think he fits pretty damn well. Karlaftis and him could play. And Zion doesn't have that much experience because he's been injured quite a few times. But this dude is on another level. Zion, Tupuola Fatui is crazy. He got, I think, triple teamed on his 20th snap of the year because he is that dominant. He is a freak of nature. Y'all ain't gonna like this, but I think getting continual edge depth is really good for this team. You guys did it in last draft. You guys drafted quite a few edges, but this guy's talent is 2nd to 1st round worthy, and you're getting him here. I can't take another linebacker, and Micah McFadden would be quite fun, to be honest. But we're getting Zion Tupuola Fatui. I think it's just worth it, man. You're gonna go wide receiver. We're gonna focus a little bit more on the offense in the next rounds. Obviously, if I see a guy like Trey McBride there in the 5th, I would also honestly consider him as well, just because, again, you get to that 2 tight end set. I know you guys like, what's his name? Jackson from Buffalo, the former quarterback, but I don't think that that's going to be a reason why we don't choose somebody who's really damn talented. Xavier Hutchinson, dude, I'm having my eyeballs like just stuck to him. He's shown a lot. If you watch that Iowa State versus Oklahoma State game, he did phenomenal against them. And we have 2 picks. Awesome. Big fan of what we can do here now. So looking at other positions we could go, you guys don't like the idea of going another tight end, man. But I'm telling you right now, Jackson is not going to be your future at the tight end position. And Trey McBride to me is a second round tight end. So call me like kind of cherry picking with the dudes who I love, but you got to do that sometimes. And I don't usually do that. There's a lot of picks in this draft, so you got to get the best available. I think Trey McBride is an all-around receiving threat, and I think he offers a really good addition to this passing offense that I just don't exactly think that you guys have right now, behind Dallas Goedert, of course. So Trey McBride going to be lighting it up for the Eagles. I really think that that's the right move. At this spot, we're going to go a wide receiver. You guys might say, try Freifogel. He's big. Sure. I think Xavier Hutchinson, he's a taller dude. He can separate. I'm a big fan of his potential. He's a JUCO transfer, but I just watched him this last week. He popped up on my list. This dude has some dominant traits to him. Test him out. Just test him out. We're probably going to go after another receiver later too, but like that's just because I like Justin Shorter. You look at him, he's 6'4", 230. There's a lot to like right there. I mean, Trayvon Grimes, I'm surprised he didn't make the team. Legitimately, I thought Trayvon Grimes was worth maybe like a 4th round pick, and he fell out of the draft and somehow did not make the Eagles. So that was a little bit rough. But at number 174, let's check this out. Excuse me. Let's see who's still here. Oh, man. Ooh, another guy who I have about a 2nd to 3rd round grade on. Owen Pappoe at Auburn. I'm a huge fan of his athleticism. He's, I believe, a perfect replacement. He's around 230, right? He's a perfect replacement for what you have in Davion Taylor, who he's just not done. And like what you guys are probably looking for a high-end linebacker. Owen Pappoe is an excellent addition to this team. We're going defensive heavy here just because I don't think there's much wrong with the offense, just the scheme and maybe the quarterback, but this is a draft where you need to start throwing everything that you have at the wall. And speaking of throwing everything at the wall, here's another guy who I have, 3rd round grade, Riley Moss out of Iowa. Yeah, he's a pick threat, man. He's been going off this year. He's had a couple pick sixes. I don't even understand how we have this many picks, but you got to go with the best players available, and he is certainly one of them. I want to go after an offensive weapon here again. I'm focusing solely on the defense. Obviously, James Cook to me would be an excellent addition. I just don't think you need to go running back anymore. You have a good running back core. You guys just don't use it. Again, quarterback, none of these guys are going to solve your issue. They're not. I don't think any of them are better than Jalen Hurts at this moment. You can talk maybe about Keaton Slovis having that potential to be better. You know, he can't even start. I think he's going to transfer. Like, legitimately, nobody here is going to be better than what you have. And it might be tough to hear that, but sometimes your team or the options just do not side your way. So, yeah, I think that it's best to start taking high ceiling options. And I'm looking at it, and man, I'm just not comfortable with many of these dudes at all. There is one guy who I want to take a shot on. His name's Xavier Thomas. I know we've already gone 2 edges, but those are 2 edges that will start, potentially. One of them will start. But this guy, Xavier Thomas, if you guys saw when Cleveland Ferrell got drafted at number 4 overall, this guy should be drafted number 2 overall. That's how much better he is than Cleveland Ferrell. He's an athletic monster. And obviously, look at the pick value. What pick are we at right now? We're at pick 192. He's worth pick 157. I think that he'd be worth taking in the 4th round. His athletic upside is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure he's IMG Academy. Yeah, he is. But he's just crazy. He has crazy potential. He has big size too. Tyree Smith, another guy to mention there. I know we went defensive heavy in the last draft, but I just can't think of many dudes who'd be worth this pick besides Xavier. The value is just not there. So let's go Xavier Thomas. Going 3 edges sounds a little bit nuts, but again, that's just honestly how the draft fell as well. There's a big drop off after him and Tyree Smith. So if we have another pick, I'm taking Justin Shorter. I'm just broadcasting that to y'all. Worst case scenario, you just pick him up after the draft. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if we have another pick, but if we did, that's where I'd go. And I know he's not going to be taken. So yeah, that's a lot of picks, guys. But if you look at it, we went 2 offensive positions here. Again, I think that our defense needs to be our identity, especially with Jalen Hurts at the helm. We're not going to go quarterback, and we got excellent value everywhere. Then it's probably the right move to stick to making sure the defense is good. And we got some excellent players. We got some really damn good players. So feel free to let me know. Honestly, if you guys want, because this is possible. If you guys are bummed out about not getting Malik Willis, take out George Karlaftis. You got Zion Tuapoloa Fatui. There you go. Just take him out. So I think that, do we have one more pick? Oh no. I think that's the perfect way to do it. If you guys don't like that George Karlaftis pick, switch it for Malik Willis. I'm fine with it. I don't think my drafting strategy would have changed at all. And you still got excellent players down the board. So let me know what you guys think. I had a really good time doing this, and I think that I'm going to be doing it definitely again in the future. I'll definitely be doing it after the season, but maybe before the season ends, we'll have a little bit of fun and go with them again. Because again, we're going to see where the final picks are ending up. But for now, I'll call it quits. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the far side. Peace.